If you think you need memorize 2,000 Chinese words before you can speak, that belief is exactly what's slowing you down. Because the problem is not your vocabulary, it is how you are learning it. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to prove you that you can start speaking Chinese with around 100 words. And I will even show you a real student who's already doing it. But first, quick question. Have you ever had this moment? You recognize a lot of Chinese words, but when you're trying to speak, nothing comes out? If yes, keep watching. This will make it very clear why. Hello, my name is Jeannie. I'm a Mandarin coach. I help Mandarin beginners who are stuck at the beginner level to speak their first 5-minute Mandarin conversation within 3 months. Most beginners do this. They download an app, they start memorizing words lists, maybe flashcards like this. Apple is 苹果, happy is 开心, hospital is 医院. So at first, it feels productive, but then something strange happens. You know more and more words, but speaking doesn't get easier. In fact, it feels harder, it feels slow, awkward, and frustrating. And you start thinking, maybe I need more vocabulary. But here's the truth. More words won't fix this. Because the real problem is you have never trained your brains to build sentences. Let me simplify this. Words don't create fluency. Sentences do. Because in real life, nobody speaks like this. Apple eats happy. Right? We speak in patterns, we speak in sentence, we speak in connected ideas. But instead of just explaining this, let me show you what I mean.
你好，我叫丽莎，我住在芬兰，我今年19岁了。我的家有10个人，
Yeah.
我的妈妈、爸爸和我的兄弟姐妹。还有什么？
你现在做什么工作？
我现在尝试找工作。
你喜欢中文吗？
对，我喜欢中文的汉字，也喜欢中国的歌。
你学中文学了多久了？
我学中文4个月。
你平时喜欢做什么？
我平时喜欢在外面散步。Like right now.
Yeah.
也喜欢画画和看书。
Most people watch this and think, wow, that's advanced Mandarin. But it's not. This student probably knows fewer than 200 words. So why they can speak? Because they didn't learn random vocabulary. They learn high-frequency words, simple sentence pattern, and they practice using them until they become automatic. So let me prove this to you right now. I'm going to give you a few words, and you already be able to form real sentences. So let's start with this below. 我是想喜欢觉得 So now if you want to combine them, you will have all this below. 我是我想我喜欢我觉得 Now plug in new words. 我是学生我想去中国旅游我喜欢中国菜我觉得中国很有意思 See what's happening? You're already speaking. Not because you know many words, but because you know how to use them. Now, let's level this up. I am going to add 2 words, and your Chinese will immediately sound more natural. So these 2 words are 因为所以 Okay, so now watch this transformation. 因为我喜欢中国菜，所以我想去中国旅游。因为我觉得中国很有意思，所以我想去中国旅游。Same words, but now you sounds structured, you sounds fluent, you sounds like you actually mean something. And now you are not just saying individual sentence, you are actually connecting ideas. Alright, now let's go one step further. Conversation. Because conversation is literally a combination of lots of sentence pattern plus high frequency words and plus connectors. So here's what most people get surprised. With just a few more patterns, you already can create a conversation. For example, let's take a look at the following conversation. 你觉得中国怎么样？我觉得中国很有意思。那你去过中国旅游吗？没有，但是我很想去中国旅游。不仅因为我觉得中国很有意思，而且因为我喜欢中国菜。Now, being honest, what do you think of the conversation above? Does this sound like beginner Chinese? Most people think this sounds like advanced, but it's not. So if you look closely, it is just a few new sentence patterns. For example, the one that we just said, 你觉得 something 怎么样? Or another one, 你去过 somewhere 吗? And we also add a few new connector. 但是不仅而且 That's it. We basically still use the same vocabulary sets. So this is where most learners go wrong. They spend months and months memorizing words they rarely use, instead of mastering structure they use every single day. And once you understand this logic, you can create as much sentence as you want. For example, we can say something like this. 你觉得澳大利亚怎么样？我觉得澳大利亚非常漂亮。那你去过澳大利亚旅游吗？没有，但是我想去澳大利亚旅游，因为我喜欢大海。Do you see that? Same structure, but different topic. And you are not learning so much more. You are just reusing those things smarter. So now, you understand why most people learn 2,000 words, but they still can't speak? Because they're collecting vocabulary but never actually build sentences. However, even if you understand this, there is still one biggest obstacle most beginners face, which is the pronunciation. Because Mandarin is not just about words and sentence, it is a tonal language. And for many learners, it feels very uncomfortable at first, because you are speaking in a completely different sound system from your native language. And here's the key point. Even if your grammar is totally correct, but if your pronunciation is unclear and not accurate, people won't understand you. And that's why many learners study for years but still can't be understood when they speak. And this is the stage most beginners underestimate. One learner shared that the biggest breakthrough he has was spending an entire month focused only on pronunciation. So if you want to see this video, you can check it here.
So if you're watching this and thinking, okay, this is actually making sense, but I don't know how to apply it properly. That's exactly why I built my program. Because most learners don't fail from lack of effort. They fail from lack of structure. So inside my program, I guide you step by step. First, we fix your pronunciation. Then we focus on high frequency words. Then we build sentence pattern. And then we add the connectors. And finally, we practice speaking until you feel natural.
So you're not guessing what you learn next. You are building towards real conversation, literally from day one. So this system has helped many of my students go from 0 to have a 5-minute conversation within 3 months. And some of the students even go beyond that. So if you'd like to see their progress, you can check the videos here, here, and here. If you'd like to join this program, I have attached the application link below. If you're not sure where your level is right now, You don't have to commit it to anything. You can also start with either a free 30 minutes pronunciation diagnosis, where I listen to your speaking and give you clear feedback on how to fix it, or my free 7 days tone bootcamp, so you can build a strong foundation first. So all of the links are attached in the description below. So if you remember one thing from this video, it is this: do not learn more words. Learn pronunciation first, 100 useful words first, sentence pattern, connector, and then repeat them until it feels natural. Alright, now I would like to know, have you been learning Mandarin by memorizing individual words? If yes, has it helped you actually speak? And also, after watching today's video, will you change the way you learn? Welcome to leave a comment and let me know. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.